What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got the brother Ruck back on the line. All right, he got some things that's coming up, so we're gonna talk with him about it, so he can put us up what's going on. Hey, bro, welcome back.
What's going on?
One day at a time. You know what I mean? You all right in there?
Yeah, trying to get some shit done.
All right, for sure. So, let me say this. Congratulations. You know what I mean? You have a book project that's coming out. Tell the people a little bit about it.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a call from SCI, Phoenix State Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
So it started out as the brainchild of my brother, Stats, them. And what he wanted to do at first was make a moral support book, which was about how we feel about people out there that support us in here, and also reach out to some of those people and have them write about how it feels to them and what's the dynamics between that relationship with them. And it started out that way. After a while, it turned into, let's really talk about some shit. Let's really get down to what happened that night. The best part about this book is going to be this. It's a lot of individuals that never got the chance to speak, or co-defendants that never got a chance to speak because facing charges, fear of prosecution, fear of their words being used against them, not only in the courthouse, but also under these circumstances, because even if they can't find you guilty, just like they're doing to us now, and even though some of us weren't found guilty, they still got them locked down. So a lot of people were scared to speak out about certain things. So this book that's about to come out is going to be the actual first time that people got to hear a lot of our co-defendants speak out. Honestly, the only people that's been able to speak out is me, Stats, and Rome, one of our co-defendants, Rome, that came home. Other than that, the other 15, 16 or whatever, 15, 14 didn't get a chance to speak yet, so this is going to be the first time.
Okay. Well, we know this book is definitely going to have a lot in it that, everybody should definitely tap into, especially if they're a part of the fight or just a part of, life and what's going on. When it came to, you being asked to participate.
SCI, Phoenix State Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
When you were asked to participate, you know what I mean? Like, what was your first thought on that?
Really, it wasn't, to me, it was me and him sitting down and saying, where do you think we could take this? How far you think we could push this project? Do you think that it would be beneficial for, because our whole fight from day one has always been, of course, we trying to fight our fight, but it's a lot of it has been, can we protect them? Can we make sure that this doesn't affect them, but at the same time get them a chance to speak? So that was the core part of me and him sitting down and trying to figure that out. As far as with me, I just wanted it. I wanted everybody to get to hear this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's a dynamic there. And the dynamic there is that the reality is whether you feel as though something happened or not, whether you feel as though people did something or not, to us is irrelevant. We base our innocence and guilt based off of the fact that when these people talk, and you hear these people in this book talk, it's going to be based off of the fact that we as a people and a person that's being treated a certain way has the right to push back. So that needs to be out there. Another part of it is how you got individuals that I wanted them to be able to speak to. You got motherfuckers that literally didn't do anything that night. They didn't physically do anything that involved them in the actual uprising that night. But some of them not, the toughest gangsters and all that bullshit, all them type of things that you could try to place to an individual. But what happened was a weird dynamic took place. And you had motherfuckers that was on their way home. left on their sentence, 18 months left on their sentence, 3 years left on their sentence. That didn't have anything to do with nothing. They don't really understand standing up for a revolutionary cause. They didn't really understand the dynamics and none of that type of stuff. But what they did hold on to was, these motherfuckers just charged me and try to give me a life sentence, even though they know that I didn't do anything. And I'm getting ready to go home. But I'm still going to stand on this principle and not say nothing, even though it could cause me the rest of my life, because the individuals that did stand for something, they stood for something that affects everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you got individuals that's going to speak out in this book that stood on that principle alone, I could be going home in the next 12 months. These motherfuckers is trying to give me life just because I won't tell. But I'm not going to tell because of my own principles, and I'm not going to tell because I believe what these motherfuckers stood up for, they had the right to stand up for.
Yeah.
That's something out there that I don't think a motherfucker could believe. It's going to be hard to comprehend. It's going to be hard to hold on to. But I look at them with the same respect that I looked at as anybody else that might have took a physical stance that day, because basically what you're saying is you was willing to sacrifice your life and give up your life for a cause that somebody else stood up for.
Mm-hmm.
And that you wasn't going to bow down to this system no matter what. So that's the same type of, that take a different type of strength, if you ask me.
It does. I anticipate this book to be giving us just, it's going to be raw and it's going to be real. It's going to be individual accounts, you know what I mean? And I think that it's going to be something that anyone will be able to read and get something from, That's what I anticipate. So what platforms will it be available on, bro? And when you think people will be able to get a hold to it?
Well, within soon, we're going to start placing up on our IG pages. And it's going to be up on, of course, hopefully you'll be able to promote it for us. And we're going to put it on Amazon, and people will be able to get it that way. And we're going to take it straight to the people. We're going to take it straight to the street. So they'll be able to definitely, I think it's Vim_21 and Jerome_Voruck Airs. Those is our IG pages that it'll be placed up on. It'll be on Amazon, and we're going to push it every possible way we can.
For sure. Y'all stories deserve to be put out. They deserve to be out for the masses to hear and understand, bro. I appreciate y'all for putting something like that together. For sure.
I hope that right now, I just want motherfuckers to get a raw feeling of the people. They place us out there as images, and they place us out there like, they try to put these stigmas on us as who we are and why motherfuckers would do something like this and who the type of person you gotta be. But when you really get down to this book, you're gonna see and you're gonna get to have a personal understanding of each person with how they developed, where they at now, as opposed to where they started at that day. Because that's a whole transition. You start from one day waking up and having one understanding about life, not knowing if you're going to die that night, not knowing if you're going to face another life sentence or a life sentence. They also tried to come back and give us the death penalty. Then being, sent down to the racist part of the prison in Sussex, then shipped all the way out of town and locked down. And within all that time, you developing who you are, and it's making everybody, you're going to get to see the transition, and they're going to get to speak to the transitions that they made. And I think that's going to be strong for a lot of people to see that. Especially for our family and the people that know us.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of our family have, they know us, or they think they thought they knew us, and then they watched us change throughout this, and they want to know, like, is that change genuine? What is that change? Mm-hmm. What was it? Motherfuckers can't really understand that fire, being put through that fire, what that fire can do to you, and the things that it can bring out of you. A different type of realness, a different type of strength, a different type of leadership, a different type of man. Father, Muslim. Okay, it brings different shit out of you. It makes you level up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think watching people go through that transition and hearing them speak about that transition gonna be strong.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Prison Riot Radio supports y'all. Jay Renee supports y'all, and I think it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. For sure.
Yeah, I know we another thing is we excited. We excited for, because they try to suppress our voices so much. And then you sit down behind these walls and you feel like you push. So for the people that's actually backing us, the people that's out there that we have to count on to do certain things, that have to type the book up, edit the book, promote the book, push the book, deal with all the back and forth that we got to go.
You have 1 minute left.
To actually have all that come to something, to actually have something tangible to show that this is the result of all that. I think that's, be proud of that too, man.
As you should be. I'm proud of y'all. For real.
Appreciate it. Go grab it. We need y'all support. And we need these motherfuckers to know that they can't silence our voices. That the realest ones that we produce from where we from, that we ain't never gonna turn our backs on them, and we gonna always be there for them and allow them to speak what need to be spoken. So the only way we can do that is through y'all. The only way that they can understand and respect that is through y'all. So make sure y'all go grab